What's up, guys? I'm Joe. This is Clutch Up Garage, and today we are going to get the suspension dialed on this late model Harley Davidson Street Bob with a special package from Batubo USA, Batubo Racing Suspension. This is kind of one of the last pieces to the puzzle. Still obviously have a few parts to put on, but it's starting to take shape, so stay tuned. We're going to throw these shocks on. I haven't even opened the suspension yet, so I have been biting at the bit. These just got shipped over straight from Italy, hand-built in Italy, and then shipped on a boat across the sea to us here in the States. So there's actually two boxes in here. This one is very light. Let's see what this bad boy is. What we got? We've got some stickers. Very important. Got some weight to them. Get that out of the way. All right. Got some instructions. Always good to read those. Shoo-wee. They're pretty. All right. Let me pop them out and show you guys what I'm looking at. There they are. Very, very nice look. Nice finish. Gonna go great on this silver and black bike. You have your adjustable preload up here, and then your damper adjustment down here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 being harder, 1 being softer. So this is a great looking set of shocks, man. I am super pumped on these. So I'll pull you over, show you what comes in the box here. So in your box, you've got, of course, your 2 shocks. And then I imagine these are probably some spacers. Yep. And then you got multiple spacers. Pretty much every spacer you're gonna need, and then some, to get your spacing just right. Like I said, guys, make sure you read your instructions. Looks like we got the wrench for the preload adjustment in the bag here. And a couple more stickers to boot. Can't beat it. We love stickers. So here's your manual, warranty booklet. So I'm going to read these real quick, read over everything that came with them, and then we'll go ahead and get them installed. Now, obviously, first things first, you're going to want to get your old suspension out of the way. Everything I'm doing on this is going to pertain to a late model Dyna, so it would be a 2006 to 2017 Dyna Street Bob, Wide Glide, Fat Bob, Super Glide, all that. So first things first, you always want to start on the exhaust side. You got a 3/4 bolt right here, and then down here you have a T50, and this side doesn't have a nut on the back, so we will go ahead and pop that loose. I did undo my exhaust clamp at least to kind of push it down out of the way, since it's right here by this T50. Pretty simple, nothing too crazy going on. It shows you here, you don't want them cocked out, cocked in. You want to be perfectly perpendicular. Now you can get real into this and get a level, which we probably will just to be safe. Make sure we're 100% correct. But we will, with no spacers, we're going to set it in here real quick and just see what way we might need to go. So it looks like the top for sure needs to go out, and the bottom also. So you got quite the selection of spacers in here with your shocks. Looks like the top is going to need a thicker one. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 thick ones. 1, 2. These are all the same size, I'd say. So we got 4 thicker ones, and looks like 8 thinner. So I think what we're going to try first is a thick one at the top and a thin one at the bottom. Also run a thin one in the top, and you don't want your nut pressing against, especially on your shock body, but you don't want it pressing against anything, so these spacers will keep your Hon joint safe. And on the bottom, I'll also run a thinner spacer on the outside before the bolt, so that way nothing gets into the bushing or the shock body itself. Not there. Pop that off. Nice and easy. Thick spacer on the inside and the top. Slide that on there. And there's no promise that this is going to be the exact same on this side, so it's always good to check. On the bottom, we ran 2 small spacers. On the inside, take a level, going to line it up center with the shock body. Pretty dang good. Fully adjustable. Looks great. Very, very easy to install. I got my dampening on 4 to start out. See where that gets us. I prefer a stiffer shock. So yeah, there she is. And that's a wrap. That is how you install your Bitubo rear shocks on your late model Dyna. Very, very great looking shocks. Now, they offer quite the wide variety of suspension. They got drop-in for your front forks. Of course, they have your regular rear shock with your dual adjustment. You got your preload and your damper. This one here is the HD038 WME02 V2, which calls out the black. But they also offer cartridge shocks for the rear. Not particularly my style. I prefer a nice, sleek, good-looking shock that performs well. So I'm really, really excited to try these out. They went on great. Again, make sure you read your instructions. Make sure you don't have any odd angles going on in your suspension. Make sure it'll travel through the suspension stroke smoothly. But we can't really try these out because we aren't finished. So if you like the looks of this build, if you like this build, please go check out my YouTube. Clutch Up Garage, all one word, Clutch Up Garage. You can check out this build, other builds, bikes like this, bikes like all these bikes I got hidden over here behind camera. I do a lot of helpful how-tos, a good bit of motorcycle stuff. So yeah, check it out. But I want to give a huge shout out to Bitubo Suspension. These are really great looking shocks, and I am sure they're going to perform just as good as they look. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you torque everything to spec, Loctite it all, and stay tuned for more. Thanks.